I want to be straight with you. The session isn't about building wealth. This is a test. I'm taking a minimum deposit and pushing it as fast as the bot will allow. Not because I'm telling you to do this, but because speed is the most honest test of a system. Slow, comfortable trading hides weaknesses. Fast, aggressive trading exposes everything. If the bot holds under pressure, it holds anywhere. PocketOption AI bot, minimum deposit. Let's see how fast this thing can actually move. Let's go. Speed test begins. Bot open. In a speed test, you can't afford to waste time, so the process is stripped to the minimum. Accuracy table. Which pair is performing best right now? Not my instinct, the live data. I move there. Signal appears, direction, method, expiration. I read it in seconds, I go in. Here's what makes the bot fast enough for the kind of session. It doesn't wait for you to catch up. It's already connected to the raw data stream from PocketOption itself, before the platform renders it on your screen. That 3 to 5 second advantage isn't small. It means the signal arrives before the obvious move becomes visible to everybody else. You're not following the market, you're slightly ahead of it. For a speed test, that's the only way it works. If you're always a step behind, speed means nothing. The bot puts you in a step ahead position. And across multiple pairs, switching based on the accuracy table throughout the session, that advantage compounds. You're always on the pair that's performing, always reading data before it's obvious, always executing on signal rather than on feeling. Link to this is in the description. That's the admin's contact. Plus, the system is very closed, so you can only access it through direct messaging. Switched pairs, accuracy table moved, I follow it, always. Deposit is moving in the right direction. Let me tell you what a speed test actually reveals. In slow trading, you can recover from bad decisions. You have time, you can sit out, recalibrate, wait for better conditions. Bad habits hide in slow trading because the pace masks them. In a speed test, everything surfaces immediately. If you overtrade, you see it in the balance right away. If you deviate from the signal, you see the cost immediately. If you revenge trade after a loss, the session is over before you know it. The bot doesn't have any of those habits. It can't overtrade. It only fires when conditions are right, regardless of how fast the session is moving. It can't deviate from its own signal. It can't revenge trade. And when a loss happens, I press the feedback button, the system analyzes what went wrong, logs it as a negative example, and adjusts. Yes, adjusts. The bot literally gets better at speed while speed testing. It's self-correcting in real time. The minimum deposit keeps the test honest. No inflated stakes distorting the psychology, just the system running clean. Admin link is in the description. Free access. Go there. We're still pushing. New pair, accuracy table pointed here. Let me tell you the thing about speed test that nobody talks about. Speed doesn't create the problem. Speed reveals the problem that was already there. Every trader has weaknesses. In slow sessions, those weaknesses show up occasionally. One bad trade per session, maybe, and then you notice it, you move on, you tell yourself it was a one-off. In a speed test, the same weakness fires every time the trigger conditions appear. It has nowhere to hide. You either have the discipline to follow signals consistently or you don't. You either trust the system or you don't. There is no middle ground that a slow pace can obscure. What I'm finding in this session, the bot doesn't slow down at speed. The accuracy table still updates in real time. The signal still comes from 3 to 5 seconds of data advantage. The method behind each signal is still logged. Nothing degrades. My job at speed is actually simpler than my job in a normal session. There is no time to overthink. Signal button, that's it. The speed forces the discipline that I usually have to manufacture. Well, You know it. Admin in description, closed system, message him directly right now. Speed test complete. Logging the session. Methods used across the pairs I traded today, how the accuracy table shifted as the session progressed, what the loss feedback generated, the hypothesis the system formed, the adjustments it made. Here's what the speed tests proved. The bot doesn't have an optimal pace. It performs the same at speed as it does in a slow session. The data advantage is always there. The multi-layer analysis is always running. The self-correction mechanism is always active. What speed does is remove my options. I can't deliberate. I can't add a layer of my analysis on top. I can't wait for feeling. There's only signal or no signal, button or no button. And the result of removing my options, the deposit moves faster than in any session where I helped. The minimum deposit made this test possible. Low stakes, real consequences, no catastrophic downside. The perfect environment to run the system at full speed and see what it does. Speed test result. The bot passed. Deposit grew. Session was clean. The system held under pressure that would have broken most manual approaches. I'm not telling you to speed test your deposit. That's your call. What I'm telling you is what the test showed. This tool doesn't need ideal conditions or a careful pace to perform. It performs because of what it is, not because of when or how you use it. Directly connected to PocketOption's data 3 to 5 seconds before your screen, multi-layer analysis across trend, volatility, pattern, pair history, all simultaneously. No emotional variance. Loss feedback that self-corrects the algorithm over time. Silence when conditions aren't right. Signal when they are. With a minimum deposit, you can run a test like this without serious risk. See how the deposit moves when you stay out of the way. See how it moves when you let the system do what it was built to do. Closed system, admin in description, free access, message now. Test it yourself.